Good afternoon. We have Venus for you. Who's going to ask the first question?
How does it feel to be back at Wimbledon?
It's great.
Is it one of your favourite tournaments on the circuit?
I think it's everyone's favorite tournament.
How were you able to reestablish control in that match after the first set?
Yeah, honestly, I really haven't played her before, and she played well, and there are moments where I could have played better, and just playing better in those moments in the last two sets.
There's just a natural sort of adjustment period when you're first match in a few weeks.
There's really, I don't think, any answer to it. You just do what you can when you can, and hopefully at the end you walk to the net a winner.
It was quite warm out there. Warm for Britain anyway. Was it difficult at any point for you?
I live in Florida.
That's a no then.
Mm-hmm.
Venus, what are your thoughts on LeBron James going to the Lakers?
I'm sure he's happy, I guess. I don't actually have any thoughts.
Venus, I don't know whether you heard Judy Murray's comments this morning where she said that tennis was basically due its Me Too moment, and she expressed concern about vulnerable young ladies on the tour maybe being abused. She said that she had heard examples of this. Just wondered, as one of the more experienced ladies on the tour, whether you thought tennis did need its own Me Too moment.
Can't really comment on that.
Venus, one of the traditions here, of course, is wearing whites. What are your thoughts about that, given your sense of fashion and the different outfits that you've used at other tournaments and here as well?
I love wearing white. Tradition is nice when, of course, it makes sense, and there's nothing. I think wearing white, everyone looks good in it. You can't lose.
Did you always feel that way, or has your view of wearing whites evolved?
I like it a lot more now than when I was younger. Yeah.
How come?
I think maybe when I was younger, I didn't like rules as much. I still don't like rules that much, but I've come to really enjoy the white.
Do you have a routine for how you recover from a match like today and go into the next one, and has that changed at all in the last couple of years?
I think it just depends on the match, and the routine changes. It could be long or short. You have to just play by ear, see how you feel.
This year is a very special year in that the two great tournaments we have during the summer, Wimbledon and then the U.S. Open, are celebrating their 50th year as open tournaments. A tough question, but if you could just point to one or two of your most special moments in each of those two great tournaments, Venus, what would they be?
Yeah, I've had an opportunity to be a champion in those tournaments in singles and doubles, so clearly those moments were extremely special, and I've had some moments in the finals too, and thankfully I've had a lot of great moments at both events.
I just noticed that you have a ring finger.
Yeah.
Is something new that we don't know, that we are missing some news, getting married or something?
I've been wearing this all year, so you gotta be a little faster.
Okay. It's always the same person.
Now look.
Okay. Venus, how does the grass affect your serve, and how does it affect your thinking about how you employ the serve?
And you still have to get the serve in no matter what surface it's in, so I'm still going for a high first serve percentage, and same deal.
But as you've seen your game and obviously played here for so many years, what have been your observations of your serve on this surface?
Well, I like getting the first serve in here. I think anyone does, but the courts are slower now, so I don't think it's the same as before. But like I said, it's about the first serve percentage regardless of any tournament, any surface speed, or what have you.
You don't traditionally play any grass court tournaments before Wimbledon, which is different from your prep to the other slams where you do play some tournaments. I guess, how did you get, that's been the way for a while now, but how did you get set in that routine, and how does that make the first round of a Grand Slam different?
got set in that routine because I didn't want to play any glass court tournaments before, so, and worked out.
Well, why did you not want to?
Yeah, it rains too much and I wanted to go home.
Chris Evans has said that in the interest of gender equality, it might be a good idea for Wimbledon to alternate who plays the first match on centre court each tournament, the men's champion, and then the following year the women's champion, and then back to the men's champion. Do you have any thoughts on that?
I'm not really sure what that means.
So the first match on centre court this year, say, is Roger Federer, and next year it would be the reigning women's champion will play the first match on centre court.
Oh, so you're saying alternate Mondays?
Yeah.
Alternate for the men, Wednesdays, it's always the men.
Oh, I mean, it's an interesting thought. I haven't given that thought.
Or the women's final being on the Sunday.
That's also an interesting thought, and I haven't given that thought either.
Maybe you have thought about the men talking about Laver Cup, Davis Cup, ATP World Cup in January. Nothing is happening about the women. I mean, why? Do you think there is a reason?
Now, what's happening with the men?
Huh?
They got what?
They're adding a new tournament in
There
January.
will be a new tournament in January.
Oh.
Team tennis
Really?
sort of. Team.
Oh, I don't read any news, so I don't know what's happening on that tour.
Laver Cup, already heard.
It happened last year, right? I don't watch tennis. I really, honestly, I don't know any of these answers. I really don't know what's going on their tour. I'm sure it's amazing, and the WTA is amazing too.
Would you like the women have some more exposure, not just in, like a team cup? I don't know.
Yeah, we do have exposure, and just because someone else has a successful event, it doesn't negate success for the women. They have a successful event. I'm very happy for them. It doesn't mean we aren't successful as well. It's just one event.
Venus, Serena said that after having a baby, after her life changing, she's been surprised by how competitive she still is, how much she still wants it. You, Serena, is something you do know. Are you surprised by that?
No, not at all.
Venus, you said that you cut the grass season out before this event because you wanted to be home. Just what has being, for somebody who's always been on the road, for as long as you have been, what does being home mean to you, and has it changed over the years?
Yeah, the mental rest is just as important as the physical. So I've had the same preparation since the 90s. And being able to go and rest a little bit after the clay court season works for me. Other people have other methods, and you have to choose your own way.
Can you talk a little bit about being an aunt? What's the experience been like, and has there been one special moment that you can point to?
Yeah, this is number 4 for me. So I loved being an aunt and still do all 4 times, and each and every time it's a special time.
Venus, I'm sorry.
That's okay. You go and then you.
What music, if any, do you listen to as you're headed toward the court, and what affects your decision?
None.
How come?
Just don't.
What is your routine, and does it stay the same leading up to a match?
I just try to be ready on time so no one's upset. And that's about it. Nothing special.
Is it very boring for you to answer all our questions? Because sometimes you have the feeling that you would love to leave.
Yeah, I have other stuff I need to do, like get ready for the next match. But I just keep it real, So if you like it or love it, it's just real.
Okay.
Talking about the next match against Alexandra Dolguru, do you know much about her playing style, and are you feeling confident?
I'm really not sure if I've ever played her. If I did, I'm sure it was a competitive match. And she's a real competitor. I know she's had some injuries. Was in the top for a minute there until bad luck happened. I think it'll probably be a similar match to today. I don't know what will happen on her side, but I will try my best on mine.
How do you, what's the key to, you had this early in your career and had it pretty much throughout, but consistency and especially at big tournaments, being
What's
able
the key?
The key to consistency for you, being able to summon your best big tournament to big tournaments. We see some players, go deep one, lose first round, go deep, lose first round.
Yeah.
You've generally been pretty steady.
I've just hang in there. I don't know. I'm not sure why other people go up or down, and every day is not your best match, but you try to win that match anyway.
Okay, last question.
What do you look back on, Venus, as your most satisfying victory here?
I've had a lot of great ones, including the Olympics, so each victory is exciting, and it's never a given, and it's well earned. And I've enjoyed them. Obviously, the wins in the finals were amazing, but each one is exhilarating and gives you a chance to hopefully get to the next one.
Okay, thank you.